Well, it's like an old NCIC conference game here tonight, Pat, as the Ottawa Pirates are in town to take on the Princeton Tigers. Hi, everybody. Rick Sipovic, Pat Cinotte alongside, and should be an interesting evening, as much as who is not here as who is here to play tonight, especially for the Ottawa Pirates.
I totally agree. We got one team coming off a big win. Well, we have Princeton, who came off a big loss, I guess you should say, against Byron, but that was expected. But now we got Ottawa coming in a little banged up and missing a player.
Absolutely. We'll talk more about that in a moment. The pregame show for tonight's ball game is brought to us by Eureka Savings Bank. Since 1885, Eureka Savings Bank has been a proud part of this community, helping people just like you buy their first home, start a business, and even send their kids to college. Enjoy the game and good luck to both teams. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC. Well, it was a girls varsity prelim out here tonight, Pat, and Ottawa overcame a 2-point deficit at halftime to come alive to defeat Princeton in the second half.
Yeah, an interesting game, a little back and forth, but then they pulled away in the fourth quarter. Ottawa won 41-33 in the girls basketball varsity.
And there's an interesting boys game going on just about over right now up in Byron, where undefeated Beecher, who is, I believe, 24-0 coming into that ball game, is on the brink of going into Byron and beating them. So that's number 3 versus number 4. Byron was number 3 in the last poll. Number 4 was Beecher. They got together tonight, and it looks like Beecher is going to survive and come out on top. We don't have a final yet, but it's close.
The last we seen was with 3 seconds. It was 55-51. Beecher was ahead up at Byron, so very interesting non-conference game.
So Byron, the number 3 team in the state's 2A poll, if that score holds, will have gone 1-2 over their last 2 ball games.
Right.
3 ball games rather, and likely to fall in that poll as far as that is concerned. And Beecher maintains their undefeated record, it looks like. So good for them, and a good ball game at Byron tonight. We're going to work in a break right now. When we come back, we'll talk about the prelims of this one coming up moments from now. Ottawa at Princeton for you on 103.9 WLPO.
Are you tired of asking mom and dad for money? Well, so are they. McDonald's in Spring Valley, Princeton, and Mendota have immediate openings for both full and part-time positions on all shifts. Plus, with Archways to Opportunity, McDonald's can help you succeed by earning your high school diploma, working toward college, or improving your English skills. Apply in person at the Spring Valley McDonald's on Route 6 in front of Hall High School, the Princeton McDonald's on North Main just off I-80, or the Mendota McDonald's. And be sure to try one of their new crispy chicken sandwiches. Locally owned and operated, McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer.
When a play breaks down on the basketball court, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. Town & Country Services has their phones manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so your problems and questions are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates, are licensed professionals, and have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. When you need prompt professional service, call Town & Country Services in Tonka or Princeton.
Town & Country Services.
Starved Rock Local Mornings with Rod and Tom on 103.9 WLPO.
Rick and Pat back at Princeton High School. Our keys to the game for tonight's ball game are brought to us by Illinois Valley Credit Union in Peru and Princeton. Become a member today and unlock all the financial services IVCU has to offer. Well, Pat, we've seen both of these teams enough over the course of the season to know that one thing that Ottawa has been unable to do is score the basketball, and that's going to be a challenge for them tonight without their normal starting point guard, Houston Hart, who has left the team for whatever reasons they are, and we're not going to speculate on that tonight, but they lose 11 points, and that's a team that only scores 47.7 a game.
Yeah, so you wonder where, Knowles are leading scorer, so he's okay, but you're going to have to find some other scoring, your second and third scoring, especially against a team like Princeton, who's got some weapons.
They do, and of course Ottawa earlier lost another starter, Eric Threadgill, who was hurt right back at the beginning of January and is out for the season as far as that's concerned. So 2 starters gone for Ottawa. They struggled to score. They did beat Princeton, however, in the first game of the season, but we know that was a different team on both sides. Right. Ottawa had all their starters. Princeton did not at that time. Laporte and also Reinhardt, neither one of them played in that ball game.
I think if you're Ottawa, you're going to look for a low-scoring game, and that's what they like. Princeton should look to pick up the pace and get up and guard against an Ottawa team.
It's going to be interesting to see how Princeton reacts. They lost to Byron at Byron on Saturday night. 72-57 was the final in that ball game, and so we'll see after having an emotional, action-packed game here against Mendota on Friday night. This team's got to be kind of running on fumes right now.
We're running on fumes. They've played, 4 games last week?
They did. Or
before Monday to Monday, I guess it is.
Yeah, they played 4 that week, and here they come right out of the blocks again, and with this game against Ottawa. And Ottawa, a disciplined team. Their coach Mark Cooper has always been known for his patterned offenses and his willingness to run that offense through a lot of times to keep the game at his pace, and that's what they're going to have to try and do here tonight. And that's one of the keys, I would think, for this ball game.
Absolutely.
And on the other side of it, Princeton, they want to get out and run with the basketball. But we're going to work in one more break. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem for you and more right here on 103.9 WLPO.
Score big savings at Princeton Chevy GMC, where slam dunk deals are their specialty. Drive home in a winning ride that'll make you feel like an MVP. Fast brakes, fast approvals. Princeton Chevy GMC's team will assist you every step of the way. Your dream car is just a 3-pointer away. At Princeton Chevy GMC, your proud supporter of high school basketball, their newly remodeled showroom is your court for finding the perfect ride. Slam dunk deals, hometown pride, and a winning lineup await you. Score big and drive local at Princeton Chevy GMC, where community and quality meet on the road.
With everything that's been going on locally with healthcare, wouldn't it be nice to have someone you can count on to be there for your loved one? You can count on In-Home Care Connection. If you have a loved one that you're caring for at home or are in need of hospice care, In-Home Care Connection is just that, a connection that can give you peace of mind when you need it most. If you need home health, caregiver, or hospice services, call In-Home Care Connection, serving the Illinois Valley and Bureau Valley communities, or check out their website, ihcc.care.
A tradition of news and sports. 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Just about ready for our national anthem here from Prouty Gym in Princeton. Ottawa in town to take on the Princeton Tigers. As we said, the girls varsity prelim out here saw Ottawa defeat Princeton 41-33 after Ottawa trailed 18-16 to Princeton at the halftime break. So Ottawa kind of put it together in the second half of that ball game and ended up pulling away and coming away with the victory. As we said, Ottawa coming in with a record of 10-11 and 11-12 for Princeton on the season. The Star Spangled Singers, the chorus from Princeton High School, will be out there to sing the national anthem. And here we go.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, o'er so gallantly stream, and rockets red, the lost bursting in air, they flew through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Spangled Singers from Princeton High School with our national anthem. Take a look at the starting lineups for this ball game. First for the visitors, the Ottawa Pirates, clad in their red traveling uniforms trimmed in white. they'll go this way. Drake Kaufman will be in the starting lineup this evening. He's 6 foot and a senior, averages just a point and a half per ball game. Kevon Peterson, he's a 5'9 senior, averages 5.8 a game. Evan Snook, 5'10 and a junior, he averages 4.8 points per ball game. Tristan Finley, 6 foot and a junior, averages 4 a game, and the leading scorer on the Pirates team, Cooper Knoll, 6'6 and a senior, averages 14.3 points and 8.6 rebounds per contest for Mark Cooper's ball club, who comes in with a mark of 10 and 11. This is a non-conference game, but they are 3-5 in Interstate 8 conference play. For the Princeton Tigers, they'll go this way. Court Lawson, one of the starters tonight, averages 8.5 points a ball game, also 4.7 assists and 1.5 steals. Tyson Phillips, a senior in the starting lineup tonight. Pretty good outside shooter for the Tigers. Jordan Reinhardt, the junior, at 12.5 points per ball game, 4 rebounds and 1.5 assists per game. Daniel Sousa, the senior, averages 9 a game, 5 rebounds a game for this Princeton team. And their leader, Noah Laporte, the junior, averages 22 points a ball game, 9.5 rebounds, a couple assists, and 1.5 steals. He's a stat stuffer for this Princeton team. And this season, and we've seen them a number of times now, Pat, however Laporte goes, that's kind of the way this team goes.
Absolutely. He's taken over the last couple games that we've been here. He's just a monster.
The emotional leader, though, I don't think there's any doubt about it, is Daniel Sousa.
He is.
He's just a gutsy player who goes out there and gets the job done. So the ball go in the air. It's Knoll against Laporte, and Laporte easily controls the tip for the Tigers. Just underway here at the home of the Tigers. Varsity girls prelim went to Ottawa here tonight. Here's Reinhardt. Tried to get it backdoor to Sousa, and Laporte threw it away. Picked off over there, and a nice steal by Cooper Knoll. He anticipated that one.
Both teams starting straight man-to-man.
Not surprising for either one of these guys, knowing the coaches.
They're going to mismatch down low now with Knoll.
Yeah. They got, what's that, Reinhardt trying to guard him down there, and they couldn't take advantage of it because Laporte was able to sag off and help.
Very surprised they had a chance to switch back, and they didn't.
And Ottawa, to no one's surprise, being very patient so far. The shot forced up on the inside, no good by Finley. The put back again, no. Put back again for a third shot, no. Finally muscles it in.
That's something that we haven't seen the last couple of games with Princeton.
No, they don't usually give up a lot of second chances. 2-0 Ottawa here in the early going. Here's Laporte cut off on the baseline by Knoll. Skip the pass over to Phillips. Bring it back to outside to Lawson for a moment. Right back to Phillips outside the arc on the right side. They get it to Laporte.
Very close to a turnover there.
Yep, they almost got it. Picked his pocket on that one. Here's Reinhardt now back outside to Lawson. Princeton being very deliberate here right now. Here's Lawson, beats his man for a moment, takes it up, misses the shot. Is bothered a little bit by Kevon Peterson.
Kevon Peterson can keep up with him. He's pretty quick kid.
He is quick. So Ottawa brings it up the court, and Snook has it. Now outside, they bring it to Cooper Knoll. Here's Finley. Now swing it over to Snook. Look to the far side to Peterson, as Ottawa just goes into that constant cut and move. That's a Mark Cooper trait, and now Ottawa mishandles the pass, and it goes into the seats and back to Princeton.
Both teams with an early turnover.
2-0 Ottawa here. 5:55 for the first quarter. There's Lawson with it. Whistles a pass over to Phillips. Can't do much with it. Instead gets it outside to Sousa. Sousa with the very quick Tristan Finley on him.
Yeah, I mean, Ottawa matches up real well.
They do. Defensively, yes. But you just wonder where Ottawa's going to get their points during this game. Down low, here's Sousa, a little spin move, and he's fouled as he goes up by Tristan Finley. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. Will the senior Daniel Sousa. Free throws coming here. Princeton yet to get on the board. 5:30 for the first quarter. Free throw by Sousa is a little strong, and he'll get one more here. Trying to cut the Ottawa lead in half. One more toss coming right here. Second one also no good. But look at the job by Phillips to tip that ball kind of to himself. He tipped it over and then ran down the rebound himself. Good job.
Great hustle play by him.
So another possession for the Tigers here after the two missed free throws. Sousa outside to Laporte. He just got away with a travel right there.
Very close.
Somehow he's able to get the pass over to Phillips, who then gets it back to Lawson. Just a little
weave up in front.
Little weave out in front, exactly. Here's Laporte.
Laporte's very, wow.
He was hammered on the way up.
It looked like a travel first and then a foul.
Then a foul, so I guess they balance each other out.
That's the reason we're up here doing the radio.
There's Laporte again, and double teamed, and he's fouled, and this will be a non-shooting foul coming up here. This will be out of bounds.
Coach Cooper is not happy because
They called that foul on Peterson. Kevon Peterson picks up his second on the Pirates here in the first quarter. 2-0 Ottawa.
Ottawa cannot afford to get in foul trouble.
They cannot.
Not real deep.
The bench is not very long anymore. Here's Sousa with it out front. Hands it over to Reinhardt, who nearly traveled himself right there. He's trying to back down Snook. Snook's having none of it. But here's a nice roll to the goal by Phillips, and he gets it to go. It took Ottawa 3.5 minutes to get their first points. We're tied at 2 in a very slow-paced ball game so far.
There hasn't been too many games where Phillips is the first one to score.
Ottawa almost has to hold you under 40 in order to be in a game.
Yep.
That's how challenged they've been offensively.
They are definitely voting to make sure they don't have a shot clock.
Exactly. Now here's Noel. He's bumped pretty hard by Laporte. No call. Rebound Princeton. Ahead they bring it. And there's a travel call on Laporte. He said he had traveled a couple times before that. This time they caught him.
But that's the interesting part. We felt he's traveled 2 or 3 times, but now they call this one.
Yeah. So here's for the first time, Kyler Araujo, a 6-foot junior in for Ottawa, number 5. Inside 4 minutes to go here. In the first quarter, it's 2-2. Ottawa won a game the other night, scoring only 34 points. Here's Noel. His shot is wild. Rebound taken down by Reinhardt for Princeton. On the left, now the right-handed dribble, spins into the paint. Won't nearly loses it. Pump fake in the middle of the lane. Can't get it to go. Phillips tries for the rebound, but he can't get it, and it's taken away by Finley. By Finley for Ottawa. And he takes it in, lays it in, count it, he's fouled. He absorbed the contact there. Nice play by Tristan Finley, only averages 4 points a ball game. Sousa picks up his first foul on Princeton here with 3:20 remaining in the first quarter. Free throw no good by Finley, and Princeton has the rebound. There's Lawson. Gives it up to Laporte. Now back to Sousa. 3 ball in the air. Pops in and out. A nice job for Kevon Peterson getting that rebound. He'll bring it ahead himself. Gets it to the wing. Shot in the air for 3. Rimming no by Araujo. But Ottawa somehow chases down the rebound. Down low. Araujo takes it up and gets it to go. So Kyler Araujo pays dividends for Ottawa immediately coming in. His first 2, and it's a 6-2 Ottawa lead.
Ottawa's doing a great job on the boards. They're keeping the offensive boards active, and defensively they're limiting Princeton to 1 shot. We haven't seen that with the Princeton team.
There's Sousa down low to Lawson. Bank shot off the glass. No. Gets his own board. Gets it to Laporte from 3 on the right baseline. He gets it to go down.
Just as we say, we haven't seen them get too many offensive boards. What do they do?
They do. And they make Ottawa pay. It's a 1-point game. 6-5 Pirates. 2:15 for the first.
But I'm sure Coop will roll the dice and let Laporte shoot 3s.
Oh, I think so. That's where he'd much prefer to have him be. Because when Laporte goes to the basket, he usually gets his own rebound. Now away from the ball, you got I think an illegal screen.
No, they call it travel.
Oh, travel? Is that what it was?
Both teams with two turnovers each.
Okay. For the Pirates, Drake Kaufman, number 3, back into the lineup. Replacing Finley to get his first rest of the evening. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Laporte outside, didn't take the three. He had a chance for it. Whips a pass cross country to Sousa. Sousa now back to Laporte. Backdoor cut. Lawson takes it in, lays it in. Both players end
nice
up in
give and go there.
Yeah, that was a good no call, too.
Yeah, he was already at the basket.
Yeah, he was. So if you're going to call anything, you probably call a block right there. And Princeton has their first lead with 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. 7-6 Tigers. Ottawa tries to answer, and the three ball by Araujo just pops in and out. Excuse me, that wasn't Araujo. That was Kaufman.
Nice looking shot. Just didn't go in.
So down to 1:20 for the first quarter. Laporte way outside, looks over the back cut to Phillips. Couldn't handle the pass. Instead has to get it over to Reinhardt, back to Phillips. The Tigers swing it around the outside. Good look inside. Phillips double teamed. He'll just dribble it back out. Lawson got it. Now shovels a pass to Sousa. In traffic, he takes it in a little bit too hard.
And look, Noel had his arm.
Yep. Noel comes away with the rebound. Now the ball loose on the floor for a moment. Pirates still have it. You're going to call a foul on Reinhardt. And Reinhardt saying, hey, what happened with the slap on the arm at the other end?
That was a foul on Reinhardt, but there's definitely a foul down on Ottawa.
Beforehand,
it was on Noel.
22, Evan Driscoll in for the Pirates, along with number 5, Landon Koenig for the first time. Or for the Tigers, rather.
Driscoll.
Yep, he's in. He makes things happen when he's in there. He's very aggressive, especially defensively. Under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 7-6 Princeton. Ottawa just playing a little perimeter game right now. Snook handing onto it way out near the center circle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ottawa looks for one here.
I wouldn't
30
either.
seconds.
I wouldn't either. They're trying to shorten this game any way they can. Here's Snook way out front. We're down to 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-6 Princeton with the lead. Ottawa with the basketball. Down to 15. Snook again.
We're at 10.
Laporte on him. Now the pass comes all the way across. Get it to Kaufman. He drives inside. Can't get it to go. Laporte the rebound. He mishandles it. Then he throws it at the basket way down range. Not that far off. A little bit short. This kind of is like a gritty first quarter for both teams. Princeton, though, with the lead after 8. It's Princeton 7, Ottawa 6. We're back after this timeout.
Hey there, Princeton Tiger fans. If you're in search of the absolute best meats in the area, look no further than Wyanett Meat Locker. Not only do they proudly support Princeton Tiger basketball, but they also offer a mouthwatering selection of steak boxes, roasts, pork chops, sausage, chicken, and more. And here's the kicker, they even have specialty sausage and cheese boxes, perfect for hosting the big game. Wyanett Meat Locker is your go-to spot for top-quality, flavorful meats. Swing by their full-service meat counter or check out WyanetteLocker.com for more information. Go Tigers!
Hard to believe, but it happens every day, right here in the Illinois Valley. People use checking accounts that don't pay them a dime of interest. Even worse, they pay fees just to use their own money. Illinois Valley Credit Union has a better way. Members of IVCU enjoy high-yield checking, paying 3% interest with no monthly fees or minimum balance. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IVCU member and open your own high-yield checking account. Visit IVCU.com or in person in Brew or Princeton today to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Stick around for more great rock after the game on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Three ball from the outside for the Pirates, missed. Rebound, hooked back up and in, and a nice play by Tristan Finley. And Ottawa has the lead back by 1, 8-7, just underway here in the second quarter. And the ball now, Laporte throws it out of bounds. Landon Rourke, who just came in the ballgame, was cutting to the basket. And Laporte thought he was staying put. And he whistled it right into the cheap seats over here.
Laporte hasn't done much on the offensive end in the paint.
No, not yet.
We've seen him in the past.
Exactly. He has just a 1 3-pointer so far. And not coincidentally, Princeton is struggling offensively. Had only 7 points in the first quarter.
But like we said, he's worked so hard. He's had a lot of games this week.
Yep.
Or last week, I guess.
You have to wonder, a lot of these players are in that same situation, though, on both sides. I mean, all those rain out, or snow outs and cold outs and everything else that we had back in January are now coming home to roost for all these teams. Their games have piled up. From the outside, shot for three again, no good. That time by Snook, and here comes Princeton. They want to run, and Rourke, a little out of control, goes in there. He got too far under the basket.
Yeah, he was too deep.
Ottawa still leads it by 1. 6:38 here remaining in the first half. In a very, very low-scoring game, 8-7 Pirates. From the baseline, another three-ball shot, no good.
I have Ottawa 0 for 5 from the three-point line.
That was Kaufman that time who couldn't get one to go down. Driscoll gives it to Laporte. Another three ball in the air, this time a little bit long. Good weak side board by Lawson, no. Puts it up again, no. Rebound finally taken down by Kevon Peterson.
Now on the flip side, Lawson's been more aggressive tonight than we've seen him.
Now backdoor cut, bang it up and in. That's Cooper Knoll. Cooper Knoll, the leading scorer on Ottawa's team, now has 4. And the Ottawa lead out to 3. Laporte outside the arc, near the top of the circle. Gets the backdoor pass now as he breaks down low. Puts it up with the left hand, no. Fights for his own rebound, puts it back up and in. He is just a beast under the boards.
He really is.
He's got 5 of Princeton's 9 so far. 5:35 for the first half. 10-9 Ottawa. There's a little shake and bake move by Finley. His shot is rejected. It was rejected by Rourke, I think, that time. Here's Laporte in transition. Takes it up and in. Count it. And he's fouled.
Just as we said, Laporte hasn't done much in the paint. He's gone to work.
Yeah, here he goes. Exactly.
I believe that falls on Knoll.
They called it on Knoll.
It's his first.
He just took people up with him.
Yep.
There was 3 red shirts around him. He just took people up and just put the ball in the basket. That's all, as simple as you can put it.
Laporte's got 7 points on the night.
And Princeton has the lead back by 1, 11-10. Free throw by Laporte, no good. So Princeton not helping themselves at the free throw line. Ball goes out of bounds back to the Pirates. I think, what are they, 0 for 3 from the line now?
Yes. They have 3 turnovers, and Ottawa's got 2.
Well, in this slow-paced game, you wouldn't expect a lot of turnovers. Here's Snook up over the timeline for the Pirates. Again, Ottawa playing without Houston Hart, who has left the team and apparently will not be back. Now inside, Knoll tries to take it in. I think Driscoll got him.
Driscoll or Rourke, I'm not sure.
One of them on the way in. So Knoll will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair here.
It's on Driscoll.
They did call it on Driscoll. First foul of the quarter against the Pirates. Free throw by Knoll is no good. He shoots right near 68% from the line on the season. Here comes Owen Sanders, number 23, a 6'5 sophomore in for the Pirates.
And Ottawa's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So both teams struggling from the free throw line.
It's finally Knoll gets one to go down. So we're tied at 11.
Be very important in a tight game.
Exactly. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. And the score is tied at 11. Yeah, no, you're not hearing it wrong. Nobody's scoring much tonight. Here's Rourke, thought about driving to the basket. Instead gets it back to Driscoll, who looks inside. And now anguish pass by Koenig. Landon Koenig threw it away. He had a couple people on him and threw it out of bounds. That's 4 Princeton turnovers. Reinhardt back in for the Tigers. Driscoll goes to the bench. Also back in is Tyson Phillips for Princeton. Princeton in their home white uniforms trimmed in blue. Ottawa in their traveling reds trimmed in white tonight. If you're watching on the Starved Rock channel, YouTube channel, I should say. Mike Sabatini with the camera work tonight. And now the ball nearly stolen away. Nice play by Phillips, but he ran out of real estate. Ball will go back to Ottawa here.
Do we know, has Mike Sabatini gone home this past week, or has he stayed up here?
I think he just likes
we have 3
Princeton.
games.
Got a room by the interview.
I know he's got a lot of friends up in the stands.
Or enemies. We're not saying.
No. Everybody loves Mike. And now a kind of a bump foul called way out front against Tyson Phillips.
His first.
Is the second against Princeton as a team here in the second quarter. I think that Ottawa has won so far this quarter. Now the back door cut, taking it up, shot missed on the inside by Peterson.
It was a nice cut, he just didn't finish.
Excuse me, that was not Peterson, it was Finley. From the outside, Reinhardt open, he leaves an air ball, and he gets bailed out because it went off of Finley. The shot was so bad that Finley was expecting a rebound, and it just hit off of him and out of bounds.
Reinhardt's going to be a little smarter there.
Yeah, he had a bigger player on him. I believe that was Sanders who kind of came out at him right there, too. Here's Reinhardt, gets it right back to Lawson. Outside to Sousa. To Phillips. Princeton has been willing to play at Ottawa's pace in this ball game. Here's Phillips, splits the defenders, flips a pass over to Laporte, who powers it up. No, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in, count it, he's fouled. How many times have we said that? Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and he's fouled in the games that we've done.
I believe the foul is on...
I think they called it on Sanders.
Yep.
His first. Looks like 3 against Ottawa now as a team. So Laporte to the line to try and complete the 3-point play. He has 9 points of Princeton's 13. They lead by 2. Free throw is perfect. So Laporte already in double figures here in the first half with 3:20 to go in it. 14-11, the Princeton lead. Lead has gone back and forth. I don't think anybody's led by more than 3 points in this game. There's Knoll with it way out front. Now gets it over to Finley. Scoop a pass over to Kaufman. To the wing. Shot for 3. Gets the whole rim. Hits the glass and goes in for Kaufman. Drake Kaufman got a little friendly roll right there. Here's Phillips. Beats his man. Takes it inside. Lays it in. Smart move. Gave him the head and shoulders fake. And the defender flew by. 4 for Phillips. He and Laporte have 14 of the 16 Princeton points. They lead by 2. Inside shot missed.
Not sure who that falls on.
I'm not either. That was Snook who took it inside.
It's
He's going to go
Phillips
to the line.
his second.
He's just got 2 in a row rather quickly here. 2:35 remaining until halftime. 16-14 Princeton, and the free throw by Snook goes in and out.
Ottawa is 1 for 4 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah. Driscoll back in, replacing Phillips with the 2 fouls here, with 2.5 to go here in the first half. Second toss by Snook is good. So he splits a pair on the season. He shoots almost 75% from the line. He's the best free throw shooter amongst the regulars on this team.
Wow.
Ottawa as a team shoots 61.6% from the line, while Princeton shoots only 55.5%. That's not been their strong point this season. Sure. Laporte makes a little penetration move, then gets it over to Reinhardt. Outside to Sousa, back to Reinhardt, to Laporte again. Takes it up with the left hand in traffic and lays it in. I don't know how you stop that.
Well, if you're Ottawa, a couple people are running away. You got to stay there and help.
Yeah.
Because one guy cannot help. There's got to be 2 or 3 people that help.
Down low, here's Snook trying to post up against Driscoll, and he does so and lays it in. Nice play by Evan Snook.
He looks like for sure he has a mismatch. He's going to go to work on Driscoll.
It's his first basket of the evening. 18-17 Princeton. Minute 35 until halftime. Here's Lawson looking for a screen, gets one. Now stutter step move and a spin into the paint. And as he goes up, he's fouled by Finley. It looked like a lot of ball right there.
I agree. I think the ref anticipated that.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe that's his second.
Did they call that on Peterson? I thought it was on Finley. I think it was on Finley. I think the announcer may have it right. No, they did call it on Peterson. I thought Finley was the one jumping up and down, thought he was getting called for it. He didn't. Free throw, no good again, this time by Court Lawson. We'll get one more here. Princeton with a 1-point lead. Minute 29, clock stopped here in the second period. Second toss by Lawson, pops in and out. But Ottawa nearly forgot to block out on the board.
Yeah.
Snook finally went over and picked it up. Now he's double teamed in the backcourt, nearly threw it away, but is able to get it ahead to Kaufman. Tried to launch the pass to the far side to Knoll and threw it a little bit too tall for him out in front.
They had numbers. They just threw it wild.
Yeah, they did. So Princeton gets it back on the Pirate turnover right there. Into the front court. Minute 10 until halftime. Down low, Lawson puts it up low, and they're going to call a blocking foul against, this time it is on Finley down low. He'll pick up his second.
I think when he was going up, he slid underneath.
Yeah, I think so. I know that's been a point of emphasis in college basketball this year, is the block charge call. You have to be totally set.
Lawson's struggling from the line. He's 0 for 3.
The whole team is.
Yeah, the team's only...
What are they, like 2 for 6 or 2 for 8, something like that?
1 for 7.
1 for 7. I was close. I was anticipating him making this one.
We will see. You are correct.
Yes, sir. So the Princeton lead back out to 2 as we near the 1-minute mark for the game's first half. And Ottawa goes through it very well. They head down low. They get it outside now to Snook. Leaves the 3-ball short. Lawson the rebound. And they call a held ball. And the arrow apparently favors the Tigers. It does right here.
Sanders returns for the Pirates.
52.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Princeton with the ball in the 2-point lead in a very low-scoring game so far. 19-17. Here's the backdoor for lob for Laporte. It's wide open, and he knocks it off the glass for 2 more. Laporte with 14 of the Princeton 21 points. Here's Knoll, and they're going to have a blocking foul, I think, called against Reinhardt. So Reinhardt picks up the personal as Knoll tried to bowl his way to the basket. Reinhardt got there late. That's the free throw, no good by Knoll. (21-19) to score. He split the pair of free throws right there. Knoll with 7 now. Not much time for Princeton to kill off the clock. We're down to 10 here in the first half. Outside with it is Lawson. Tries to lob again for Laporte. Throws it away down range. Shot's going to be in and out and back in again at the horn. Kyler Araujo threw one from just the other side of midcourt, and it went in for 3, and Ottawa has the lead here at halftime on the Araujo three-pointer. 22-21. What a play by Kyler Araujo, who's played only sparingly here in the first half. The 6-foot junior knocks it in to give Ottawa the halftime lead. My goodness, what a way to end things up here at halftime. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hey there, Princeton Tiger fans. If you're in search of the absolute best meats in the area, look no further than Wyanett Meat Locker. Not only do they proudly support Princeton Tiger basketball, but they also offer a mouthwatering selection of steak boxes, roasts, pork chops, sausage, chicken, and more. And here's the kicker, they even have specialty sausage and cheese boxes, perfect for hosting the big game. Wyanett Meat Locker is your go-to spot for top quality, flavorful meats. Swing by their full-service meat counter or check out WyannettLocker.com for more information. Go Tigers!
On your radio, on your mobile, and your smart speaker, too. Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
Ladies, your music is on.
At the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning rush, when you still have homework to check and lunches to pack, and of course, you're already late for work. Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto Kids gummies help relieve occasional stomach upsets, turning those 3 words into these 3 words. I feel better. Bad time for stomach upsets? Good time for Pepto Kids gummies. Fast support for little tummies.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
At First State Bank, we understand the importance of peace of mind when it comes to finances. This is Jan, and at First State Bank, we offer you safe and secure banking solutions backed by the FDIC, ensuring your deposits are protected up to the maximum limit. Large cash balances can also be covered through our CEDARS and ICS service. Just ask us how. As a community bank, we believe in the power of local decisions and serving our communities with personalized services. Visit us at any of our locations or online at firststatebank.biz and let us give you the peace of mind that comes with banking with First State Bank. Member FDIC.
When a play breaks down on a basketball court, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. Town & Country Services has their phones manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so your problems and questions are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates, are licensed professionals, and have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. When you need prompt professional service, call Town & Country Services in Tonka or Princeton.
Town & Country Services.
Tickets to the game and wherever you go. Download the free 1039 WLPO app today.
Rick and Pat back at Princeton High School with that exciting shot at the buzzer. And they marked that up incorrectly, Pat. That scores, they changed it after the fact. And right now, Ottawa trailing by 1 at halftime.
I thought they were up.
They're not. They are not up. They are trailing by 1. It's 21-20 here at halftime. I think we have to double check that, but it was Kyler Araujo who was the one who put in the 3 for the Pirates right near the end of the half. And I'm assuming that counted. It looked like it was off well in time.
Yeah, I believe it did count. But,
but that's interesting because he initially had more points up on the board for Ottawa. We're going to have to double check that as the time goes on and see how things actually add up for us.
Right.
But anyway, it is halftime, and our halftime sponsor is McDonald's of Princeton. Everyone needs a break. Make yours McDonald's of Princeton with late-night drive-through services from McDonald's on Main Street, just south of I-80. Well, a little bit of everything in that first half, Pat, but Princeton was able to get Laporte involved with this a lot more than we anticipated early. He has 14 here at halftime, and that's been kind of the difference. That's what kept Princeton in the lead most of the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's been all Laporte. You know, they got a couple points from Lawson. Phillips. Reinhardt is scoreless. I mean, he's usually a kid who picks up 10, 12 points a game.
He's not even taking shots. He's only taken like 1 or 2 shots.
Right.
One of them was an air ball.
But then you give credit to a quicker Ottawa team.
Yep, their defense has played well here in the first half.
Ottawa's defense is the difference right now. I mean, they're keeping them in the game.
We've got to work in one more break. We'll come back. Pat will have a look at the first half numbers. We'll also try and get a scoreboard update for you. We've already got a couple of final scores in, including the girls' game from out here and a big matchup in Class 2A between Byron and Beecher. We'll tell you about what happened in that one after this timeout.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun.
Find your fun on the Starved Rock Media Entertainment Guide presented by Illinois Valley Credit Union. From live music and trivia to paint classes, comedy, and more, your fun awaits on the IVCU Entertainment Guide at starvedrock.media. That's starvedrock.media. Your ticket to fun.
Why have thousands of homeowners come to SITK since 1989 for their kitchen and bath projects? It's pretty simple. Talented design help, great showroom ideas, and competitive prices. relaxing. When you visit the SITK Design Showroom, you'll see amazing displays where you can touch the real thing, coordinate materials, and select the perfect design for your kitchen or bath.
Why don't you stop in and see us, and let's imagine together at Someone's in the Kitchen.
SITK Kitchen and Bath in Princeton.
Score big savings at Princeton Chevy GMC, where slam dunk deals are their specialty. Drive home in a winning ride that'll make you feel like an MVP. Fast brakes, fast approvals. Princeton Chevy GMC's team will assist you every step of the way. Your dream car is just a three-pointer away. At Princeton Chevy GMC, your proud supporter of high school basketball, their newly remodeled showroom is your court for finding the perfect ride. Slam dunk deals, hometown pride, and a winning lineup await you. Score big and drive local at Princeton Chevy GMC, where community and quality meet on the road.
Naloxone can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose and save a life. It's easy to get and easy to use. If you or someone you know is at risk of overdose, keep naloxone on you and at home. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
This is where you go when you need to know. 1039 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Rick and Pat back at Princeton High School is still trying to figure it out. We looked through some of the other media that are around here. They said the score at halftime was 22-21. Now all of a sudden the score is back to 21-20 in favor of Princeton.
But which doesn't make sense. That was a 3. So it's either 19 or 22.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know where 20 came from.
Well, I think you heard me when I had the last call on that basket. I said it was 22.
Right. And
I said it was 22-21. I don't know how it could possibly be 20.
But we just sat down on one of our I Spies.
Yeah.
They're going to go check the score.
Yeah, they are. They're doing that right now. So our thanks to Joel Gerdovich, who was here tonight, checking that out for us here at the home of the Tigers. So we think the halftime score is 21-20 in favor of Princeton. Pat, if you would, take a look at some of the individual and team numbers.
Yeah, Princeton is 7 for 16 from twos, 1 for 4 from threes. They're 2 for 8 from the free throw line with 4 turnovers. LaPorte has 14 in the first half. Ottawa, on the other hand, is 7 for 15 from twos. They're 2 for 7 from threes, 2 for 6 from free throws. In a tight game.
Time for our second half adjustment. Princeton Chevy GMC is your ultimate game changer for the second half. Make the winning adjustment with Princeton Chevy GMC, where performance meets precision. Dominate the road in style and power. Princeton Chevy GMC, where the customer is always wins. Well, Pat, if you're Ottawa, I think it's more of the same.
Well, very interesting. Just watching Coach Cooper.
Yeah, I don't think
a fan came down and talked to him, and now Coop's looking at the bench.
Yeah, I think they're
now the scorekeeper and some people are talking. So it's getting interesting to see.
It really is.
What the score really is.
We're going to work in one more break. When we come back, we'll hopefully have the mystery of the score ironed out for you. They're still working on it down at the scorer's table. And we'll take a break right now. We'll be back after this timeout.
With everything that's been going on locally with healthcare, wouldn't it be nice to have someone you can count on to be there for your loved one? You can count on In-Home Care Connection. If you have a loved one that you're caring for at home or are in need of hospice care, In-Home Care Connection is just that, a connection that can give you peace of mind when you need it most. If you need home health, caregiver, or hospice services, call In-Home Care Connection, serving the Illinois Valley and Bureau Valley communities, or check out their website, ihcc.care.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join Ashley and John in holy matrimony. If anyone knows why this couple should not be wed, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
I do, Dr. Ed. Take a look at her smile. Mom! I'm sorry, sweetheart, but your teeth are so yellow.
Your mom's right, Ashley, but don't worry. Come with me.
At the same church, just 2 hours later.
Oh, Dr. Ed, you saved the day. My teeth are as white as my dress.
I now pronounce you clean and white. You may kiss the bride.
You've spent years planning the perfect day. Make sure every picture you have for the rest of your life shows a radiant smile with beautiful white teeth. Dr. Ed Monroe can make it happen in as little as 2 hours. Before your big day, go to foralifetimeofsmiles.com and see what Dr. Ed Monroe can do for you.
You gotta see Dr. Ed Monroe.
These are a couple of great teams, but the real supergroups like AC/DC, Def Leppard, and Journey play after the game. 103.9 WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
So Ottawa had the basketball first, turned it over. Laporte took it to the other end and laid it in. And that score now is correct. 23-22, Princeton with the lead. Ottawa led 22-21. We went down, checked with the official book, and they had just messed it up on the scoreboard, I guess. And so the score is now correct. Now Ottawa turns it over again. Here's Reinhardt in open territory, and he lays it in with the right hand on the left side.
Not a good start for Ottawa. Back-to-back turnovers.
No, they turned it over again. I'll bet Coop gets a timeout here real quick like. 25-22, Princeton. Just underway here in the second half.
Princeton in the past have had huge third quarters the last two games that we've had on the radio.
There's Noel way out front, and then Snook is hand-checked by Phillips, and he gets his third.
I was going to say, that's his third.
He and Reinhardt had two at halftime. Now that's the third one on Phillips, and he plays a key role for this team.
Yes.
He's a senior leader who kind of calms everybody down out there. So Ottawa at the basketball. Here's Snook. He has Reinhardt on him, and now the ball is thrown away. I'm not sure exactly where Snook was throwing that one.
They had 3 turnovers in the first half. They have 3 this last minute and a half.
Minute and a half
for a total
in the
of
second
6.
half. Yep.
And they haven't got a shot off yet.
Here's Phillips, fakes the shot, now dribbles into the side of the arc. Looks to Sousa. Sousa's been very quiet.
He hasn't scored yet. Oh, he has 1 free throw, excuse me.
Yeah. Laporte, good dump down, backdoor cut. Lawson lays it in. Give the assist to Laporte. 5 now for Lawson.
6-0 run right now by Princeton to start the third quarter.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't get a timeout right here if I was Coop.
Almost a hold on Phillips.
Yeah, that would have been his 4th, too. We're playing a little zone right now, matchup zone. Another shot from the outside, no good. Rebound taken down by Lawson for Princeton. Get it ahead to Reinhardt. Outside Laporte, open for 3 from about 22. Shot no good on the left side.
That's
now loose
Phillips
ball
Ford.
Foul on Phillips, and he knows it, and he's headed right to the bench. Landon Koenig will replace him. So 2 team fouls here in the early going of the third quarter for Princeton. Phillips, though, has both of them, and he has 4 now. He'll be sitting for a while.
Yeah, he'll probably be sitting for more than a quarter.
You would think. There's Kevon Peterson, tries to split the defense. Now gets it over to Finley. Bring it back to the outside to Kaufman. Here's Finley, nearly traveled, and he did. Yep. That he did.
4 turnover right now in this quarter, 7 total for Ottawa.
27-22, Princeton, 5-11 for the third. Here's Lawson with Peterson on him. Now they get it to Reinhardt. Bring it to Sousa, back to Reinhardt again as Princeton goes back into that kind of a wheel offense where they just bring people around and weave through, get guys to cut and look for open people. Now they get it to Laporte, fakes the pass, puts his shoulder down, and he just lost footing on the way in.
That's their 6th turnover.
Looked like a running back slipping on the wet turf as he went through the middle of the paint there.
Here, Ottawa, you got to get some points here. They haven't scored this quarter yet.
They've only got 22 for the game here with 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Hasn't gotten himself involved as much as he'd like to right now. Had position there for a second. They didn't get him the ball. He's got it now.
He's got a mismatch with Lawson.
Yeah, he does. Now a little half a hook, and he left it short on the front of the cup. Laporte, another rebound on a full gallop. He'd like to take it in, but he can't as he's cut off, and Sousa has it now for the Tigers. Bring it back to Laporte. He gets the return pass from Lawson, down low, forces the shot up, no. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Kevon Peterson for Ottawa. Ahead comes Snook in traffic, ducks underneath Laporte, and as he does so, Laporte gets a piece of him on the way in.
Reinhardt's third.
I thought it was Laporte who got him. We'll see.
4-0.
Yeah, you're right. So that's his third. So Princeton they don't have a lot of fouls, they've got fouls on 2 key players. Reinhardt with 3, Phillips already on the bench with 4. Free throw by Snook is good. They'll get one more here. I think he's 2 out of 3 from the line right now. He has 4 points. Reinhardt's going to have to go to the bench. Driscoll back in for Princeton. They lose a lot offensively. Driscoll's a good defender, but not much of an offensive threat. Second free throw by Snook is perfect. Now 3 out of 4 from the line. He has 5 points. Nobody for Ottawa with more than 7 so far.
They only have 24.
They only trail by 3. They've done a good job of controlling the pace of this game. Here's Sousa. Hands it back to Lawson. To Driscoll, back to Laporte. They're just waiting for him to make a move, and he did and missed it. Got his own rebound, put it up and in again, and it counts. We go to the line to try and complete the 3-point play.
He's so strong in the second effort.
Oh, he is. Snook picked up the foul there.
First. Laporte with 18.
Laporte's done a little bit of everything in this ball game. Free throw, no good. That's one thing that Princeton has not done well at all in this game.
Neither team has.
No. Here's Snook with the ball. His team trailing by 5, 3:20 to go in the third.
Now you got to get Noel underneath. You got Driscoll on him on a mismatch.
Here's Peterson with the pass all the way across to the far side. A double team comes, and now the ball loose on the floor. Driscoll goes after it, and also does Araujo.
It's going to be Princeton's ball.
It's going to be Princeton ball on the alternating possession and a held ball.
8 turnovers now on Ottawa, 5 this quarter.
On Princeton, you mean? On Ottawa, yeah. Princeton has a few this quarter, too, don't they?
Yeah, they only have 1.
Oh, okay. 29-24 Tigers.
Very close to number 2 there.
Yeah, Lawson almost lost it right there. It's finally able to pick it back up. Gets it to Laporte. Hand off to Driscoll. Back to Laporte, top of the circle. Here's Lawson. Swing it to Sousa. Looked at Driscoll, didn't get him the ball. Sousa still has it. Here's Laporte again. Spin move from about 10. Shot no good. He was well contested on that shot.
Oh, he looks like he's limping a little bit, or maybe tweaked something.
Could be.
He didn't. He's more like galloping on the way back.
Yep. Now there's Driscoll with a tip away, but Ottawa's able to come back with it. Here's Snook in traffic, lays it up left hand. No. Sousa the rebound for the Princeton Tigers.
Not real strong shot there by Snook.
Here's Driscoll in transition, goes in like a bull in a china shop, gets it to go. Count it, and he's fouled with the left hand. He took it in strong.
He did take it in strong.
A lot of contact after that too, and he's kind of a bang-banger. It almost looked like it was going to be an offensive foul. They called that personal on Tristan Finley, his first. So Driscoll to the line to try and complete the 3-point play. Each team, by the way, with 3 team fouls here in the third quarter. Free throw, Driscoll is good. There's an unlikely offensive boost right there, and a timeout taken by Ottawa here. 2:09 remaining here in the third quarter, and Ottawa is now sliding a little bit. Trail Princeton by 8, 32-24 your score. We're back after this timeout.
Why have thousands of homeowners come to SITK since 1989 for their kitchen and bath projects? It's pretty simple. Talented design help, great showroom ideas, and competitive pricing. When you visit the SITK Design Showroom, you'll see amazing displays where you can touch the real thing, coordinate materials, and select the perfect design for your kitchen or bath.
Why don't you stop in and see us, and let's imagine together at Someone's in the Kitchen.
SITK Kitchen and Bath in Princeton.
From Princeton to Ottawa, Mendota to Streeter, and everywhere in between, it's Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
Boy, that power move by Driscoll on the inside was certainly a heat check for him. Not a big score, but he was ready for the heat check there, and so is Town and Country Services. On your heating and air conditioning services, they're always doing whatever it takes.
Got a couple girls score real quick. Final out here, Ottawa beat Princeton 41-33, and Bureau Valley leads St. Pete 19-9. Now you look, Princeton's going into their 1-3-1 zone defense.
Well, also that big score, too, as Beecher defeated Byron tonight, 55-51. Inside, Noel muscles it up. No, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled on the floor. Not a shooting attempt right there. By the way, our scoreboard updates all season long brought to us by our friends at SITK Kitchen and Bath. Make this the year you update the inside of your house. Sit down with the SITK design team and imagine together. Find out more at somekitchen.com. So Ottawa has to inbound it here, as Noel was not in the act of shooting. A personal foul was called on Driscoll.
Ottawa needs some points.
4 team fouls here on Princeton, so the next one would put Ottawa at the free throw line for any foul other than player control. Finley thought about pulling the trigger on the 3, didn't do so. Peterson inside, gets it to Finley, puts the shot up, no, but he's fouled from behind by Landon Koenig, who thought he had a lot of basketball.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that.
So Koenig picks up the personal, his first. This would be a shooting foul anyway, because that is the 5th foul of the quarter against Princeton, 3 for Ottawa so far. Minute 20 remaining here in the third. 32-24, Princeton, and the free throw again, this time by Finley, is short. This has been an atrocious display of free throw shooting for both teams.
Yeah, and like we said, in a tight game, I mean, it's an 8-point game, you got to make your free throws.
You know, though, sometimes that's a show of teams being fatigued. Second free throw is good. So the lead cut back to 7 again for Princeton, 32-25. Minute 12 remaining here in the third. Driscoll gets rid of it, gets it over to Laporte, who's way outside the arc. Now gets it to Sousa straight away. Back to Lawson. Koenig looks to Driscoll. He nearly traveled. Back to Koenig again. He'll launch a 3. Shot rolls in and out. It looked like it was halfway down. And the rebound taken down by Snook for the Pirates. Bring it ahead to Peterson. Outside the arc, left side, gives up his dribble, brings it over to Finley. Finley brings it back near the top of the circle, back to Snook. We're down to 40 seconds to go. Looks like Coop wouldn't mind working for the last shot the way they're working it right now.
I just think that's their offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
but nobody's even really looking to score at this point. Down to 25 seconds to go in the quarter.
Ottawa looks really tired right now. They're
do.
Just walking.
They have not much bench. I mean, there's not a lot of players left for them. Down to 15 to go. 32-25 Princeton here in the third. Here's Snook, gets a high screen, couldn't use it. Down to 7. There's Peterson driving the baseline into traffic, shoves it up there. It's an air ball. Driscoll seals for the rebound. Downrange shot, didn't go this time at the horn. Well, we played through the first 3 quarters, and it's been kind of like watching a dentist work on your teeth. It's not been a pretty game, kind of a little bit painful at times, but right now, Princeton has the better of it. 32-25 Tigers after 3. We're back after this timeout.
Mom and Dad for money? Well, so are they. McDonald's in Spring Valley, Princeton, and Mendota have immediate openings for both full and part-time positions on all shifts. Plus, with Archways to Opportunity, McDonald's can help you succeed by earning your high school diploma, working toward college, or improving your English skills. Apply in person at the Spring Valley McDonald's on Route 6 in front of Hall High School, the Princeton McDonald's on North Main just off I-80, or the Mendota McDonald's. And be sure to try one of their new crispy chicken sandwiches. Locally owned and operated, McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer.
At First State Bank, we understand the importance of peace of mind when it comes to finances. This is Jan, and at First State Bank, we offer you safe and secure banking solutions backed by the FDIC, ensuring your deposits are protected up to the maximum limit. Large cash balances can also be covered through our CEDARS and ICS service. Just ask us how. As a community bank, we believe in the power of local decisions and serving our communities with personalized services. Visit us at any of our locations or online at firststatebank.biz and let us give you the peace of mind that comes with banking with First State Bank. Member FDIC.
An Illinois Valley tradition for sports continues on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Final period here from Princeton. Ottawa has the basketball as they trail by 7. Here's Peterson cut off as he tries to go inside. Then tried to force the pass to Noel and threw it away.
9 turnovers on Ottawa.
By the way, wanted to work this in tonight. As far as Mark Cooper is concerned, one more win for him and he'll tie the all-time record at Ottawa High School by most wins by a coach in a career. He's one behind Dean Riley right now. One more would tie Riley, and the second win going the rest of the way would give him the all-time win record as a coach, and nobody more deserving than Mark Cooper.
No, that's for sure. Very impressive.
So we worked almost a minute off the fourth quarter clock, and Princeton just taking their time. Here's Laporte in transition as he goes inside. He's hammered, and he'll go to the free throw line here. At least I think they're going to call it a shooting foul.
They are.
They called it on Knoll. That's his second. First of the final period against Ottawa here. Laporte's free throw rolls in. He has 19. He averages 22 on the season.
I think he has a good chance of getting that.
You would think. Free throw also rolls in. An identical copy of the first. 20 for Laporte, 34-25. The Princeton lead is 9 in a very slow-paced, low-scoring game. That's a big lead.
They're staying in that 1-3-1 zone.
Yep. From the outside, long ball by Kaufman. He drills it for 3 from the right wing.
Ottawa's got to hit a couple of those to stay in the game.
They do. So Kaufman now with 6 on a couple of 3 balls. 34-28.
If you're Princeton, you just got to give it to Laporte.
Yep.
Nobody else needs to touch the ball. Let Laporte go to work.
Good backdoor cut. He finds Lawson streaking down the baseline, and he lays it in. Another assist for Noah Laporte.
That's all because of the attention that he draws.
He's probably got at least 3 assists in this game. Shot for 3 from the outside by Snook, no. But Laporte couldn't hold on to the rebound. Went out of bounds to go back to Ottawa here. 6:13 remaining in regulation here. Here comes Sousa back in after Luke Smith had been in briefly for him.
Sousa has no points. We've never seen a game where he's not had any points.
And the shot no good by Finley, but Snook comes away with the rebound. He'll take it up strong, misses it again. Rebound Laporte. It's one of the few second opportunities that Ottawa's had in this game. Here's Laporte, stutter step move, top of the free throw line area, goes into the paint, shot a little wild. Here comes Ottawa, back the other way. Kaufman goes in and lays it in with the left hand. I think that was Snook who got the assist on that one. Here's Lawson. Princeton lead down to 6, a 2-possession game. Here's Driscoll.
I think if you're Coach Smith, you could probably put back Reinhardt.
And
Reinhardt's only got 3.
And Phillips could probably come back in fairly soon, too. Princeton just running some clock right here. Here's Driscoll in transition. Again with the left hand, same play, same result as Driscoll has 5 big points off the bench for Princeton in this ballgame, and the lead goes back out to 8 for the Tigers. Swing it outside to Knoll. He's got Lawson on him. Goes at Laporte. Shot no good. Reinhardt the rebound for Princeton.
If you're Knoll, you got to finish that one.
Yep. Here's Reinhardt. Not in any hurry right now, and a timeout taken by the Tigers with 4:50 remaining here in the ball game. Princeton up by 8 over Ottawa. It's 38-30. We're back after this timeout.
Hey there, Princeton Tiger fans. If you're in search of the absolute best meats in the area, look no further than Wyanett Meat Locker. Not only do they proudly support Princeton Tiger basketball, but they also offer a mouth-watering selection of steak boxes, roasts, pork chops, sausage, chicken, and more. And here's the kicker. They even have specialty sausage and cheese boxes. Perfect for hosting the big game. Wyanett Meat Locker is your go-to spot for top-quality, flavorful meats. Swing by their full-service meat counter or check out WyanetteLocker.com for more information. Go Tigers!
Not all local is created equal. This is Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
Rick and Pat back at Princeton High School. And the Princeton Tigers have withstood the little barrage that Ottawa was put at them, and now has lengthened their lead back out to 8 here in the final period. Not much done with threes in this ballgame. I don't think either team has very many threes, do they, Pat?
Princeton has 1, and Ottawa's got 3.
Our 3-pointers in this ballgame are brought to us by In-Home Healthcare Connection and IHCC Hospice, providing home health, hospice, and caregiver services. Locally owned. In-Home Care Connection and IHCC Hospice is here for you. Find out more at ihcc.care.
We know Coach Smith's listening to us because he did put Phillips back in.
Yep. He consults with us all the time. Now a reach-in foul is going to be called, I believe, on Araujo. Kyler Araujo picks up the personal there. He's the hero at the end of the half who sank that shot from just the other side of half court to give Ottawa a lead at halftime, right?
Now it's a 1-3-1 by Ottawa right now.
Yeah. Skip pass comes across. Phillips is wide open, just looks to kind of pull it back out. Now the long shot, good by Driscoll. He's the man tonight. How about that?
He loves to be the show.
8 points for Driscoll, all in big-time fashion, which has really helped his ball club here tonight. Making a run at player of the game here tonight. I know Laporte almost always gets it.
Laporte still
he gets it pretty much every game.
And he deserves it.
But it's nice to see someone else get a chance, especially a Driscoll or somebody like that. Down low, the shot muscled up and in by Cooper Knoll. But Knoll only has 9 in this ball game. Averages almost 15 a game. Here's Reinhardt still in the backcourt. Finally gets it ahead to Phillips. Bounce pass comes over to Laporte. And Ottawa's just trying to run and trap and force the tempo a little bit right now.
Trying to change it up a little bit.
That's right. Here's Reinhardt as he spreads to get the floor spread out a little bit with.
You want to stay out of the corners.
Yeah, Phillips is out there again. So here's Driscoll again. Same thing. Except that was a 2 that time, I believe. It was inside the arc.
Yeah, he's got 10 points.
10.
I'm not sure you want to shoot right there. You run a clock.
You know what?
He's feeling it.
That rim looks like throwing the ball at the ocean from the beach.
That had to be a travel. No.
The ball poked into the backcourt and recovered by Princeton, and then they take a quick timeout, so the travel didn't get called against Phillips because otherwise he would have been.
I thought Phillips, when he fell on it, he slid with it.
I don't know if he had control of the ball at that point, and that's always a kind of a iffy as to how that's interpreted. So anyway, the Princeton lead is 11, and the big story of this quarter and mainly the second half is Evan Driscoll.
Yeah, Evan Driscoll's had 10 points.
He's having a night.
He is. He's given Princeton some energy, and he's one of those bench players, role players, where he hasn't played a ton of minutes, but that's what Princeton needs to be successful, especially with the stretch of games that they've had.
Coach Smith does put him in pretty much every game to be the spark plug, but tonight he's being the scoring guy as well. He and Laporte have 30 of the 43 points between them. If you're guessing, you would have probably said, yeah, Laporte will probably lead them in scoring tonight, but I don't think Driscoll would have appeared in that group.
No.
Now the ball stolen away by Kevon Peterson for Ottawa. They got to score, and they got to score in a hurry.
Real quick.
Here's Knoll, and as he tries to go inside,
that's
he's hammered.
Phillips' 5th.
Yep, he knows it too. He's just walking the other way.
I'm not sure he got him as much as the second guy got him.
He's just been saddled. He has only 4 points tonight and just really had to spend a lot of time because of his foul difficulty on the bench. So Reinhardt, who had been out, comes right back in, and Phillips is done for the night with just the 4 points.
The hard time is Reinhardt on the defensive end here because of Otto being so quick.
Here's Finley with Sousa on him. Ball nearly stolen away by Reinhardt. Good defensive play. Sousa bodied up right away, and then when the pass came across, Reinhardt was there to knock it away.
If you think of it, Driscoll has Sousa's points. Usually Sousa did double figures or
you're right.
Very close.
Yeah, Sousa is. He's averages right near 10 a game. Here's down low. There's Knoll again. Just backs down Sousa, and timeout taken by Ottawa here, a full timeout period. I'm going to go through some of those scores again for you. I think the most interesting score of the night, not only is the fact that Beecher and Byron played, because they're not anywhere near each other geographically. They're just two really good Class 2A teams. Byron was the number 3 team in 2A, and Beecher the number 4 at last week's poll. New one will be coming out, I believe, tomorrow or Wednesday. Tomorrow. Anyway, Beecher goes to Byron and defeats the home team 55-51, so Beecher will probably be moving up at least one spot in the poll, I would guess. They'll probably assume the number 3 spot, if not higher. And then we've got some other scores from out here earlier. Girls varsity score. Ottawa defeated Princeton 41-33, Pat.
And we also got a final, just came in. LPB Prairie Central 36-26.
Scoreboard updates all season long brought to us by SITK Kitchen and Bath. 2:27 to go in this ball game. 9-point Princeton lead in a very low-scoring game. 43-34 the score at this point. Princeton with the basketball still in the backboard. Here's Lawson. Nearly threw it away. Got it to Driscoll. As now Reinhardt has the ball picked from behind. Good steal by Kaufman. Bring it ahead to Owen Sanders, who just kicks it back out front. They get it to Knoll, to Peterson. Peterson thought about a 3, didn't pull the trigger. Here's Sanders again. And there's a spin move in the paint, ball knocked away. Nice play by Court Lawson to strip the ball away from Knoll, but it'll go back to Ottawa here. Finley back in.
If you're Princeton, you just got to take care of the ball. Smart passes.
Yep.
Don't be in a hurry.
Yep. Sanders goes out. Inbound play coming. Here's the post-up move by Snook against Driscoll, and he goes right over the top of him and lays it in. Minute 50 to go. 43-38, Princeton. There's Reinhardt. I believe there's 3 team fouls in this quarter. Now Laporte finds his way free on the baseline and slams it down with 2 hands.
You can't, if you're Ottawa, leave him do that. Great job by Princeton recognizing and getting it done.
Now the ball knocked out of bounds goes back to Ottawa here with a minute 29 remaining. 45-36. The lead back out to 9 again. Yeah, they converged, and you just can't lose track of where Noah Laporte is. He's got 22 now, right at his season average. Here's Peterson, beats his man, takes it up high off the glass. No, Driscoll the board for Princeton. Gives it back over to Lawson, and a timeout taken by Princeton here with a minute 11. I think that Coach Smith thought that they might end up with a 10-second count.
Yeah.
They were getting pretty far down in the count. I want to remind you that our next ball game here on WLPO will be Saturday night when the high-flying Sterling Golden Warriors come to LP to take on the Cavaliers. That is a 5:30, I believe, scheduled varsity tip in that ball game. So I'm guessing the sophomore game's probably 4 and 5:30 for the varsity in that contest. You'll hear it all right here, and you'll be able to see it as well on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
One other quick girls score. At the end of 3 quarters, St. Bede 35, Hero Valley 31.
Scoreboard update brought to us by SITK Kitchen and Bath. So Princeton will have the basketball right near midcourt. Princeton band is lively tonight.
They are.
They're one of the good ones. They really get things going over there, don't they?
Yeah, they got a big band too.
They do. So Reinhardt will trigger for Princeton near the midcourt area. Gets it inbound to Lawson.
If you're Princeton, you got to find out where Laporte is.
That's right.
And if you're Ottawa, you got to find out where Laporte is.
Yeah. So Princeton into the front court here. Here's Lawson. They want to just play a little keep away here if they can. Reinhardt is fouled. That's only the 4th foul, I believe, on Ottawa here in the 3rd quarter, so it's not a shooting foul here. One more coming, and they throw it into the backcourt, and Lawson falls down, picked up by Sanders and laid in. Timeout, Ottawa. So Ottawa got a gift right there as they tried to lob it into the backcourt to Lawson, and he just fell down. And The ball just bounced right over to Sanders, who laid it in easily.
They're still up 7 with under a minute to go, I believe.
Sanders got a bucket, and it wasn't finger-licking good either. I was waiting all night to use that one on Sanders. So this is just a 30-second timeout taken by the Pirates here. 45-38 your score. Princeton with the basketball in the lead. 52.7 seconds remain here in regulation. I'm not going to say anything else other than in regulation.
Yeah, we have 52 seconds. Yeah. I don't see it.
Don't see it going to extra time, but you never know. Inbound play here. Sousa still looking. Finally gets it into Laporte, and he's just hammered by anybody who was near him. I think Cooper Knoll's probably going to catch the foul. That's his third. And that should be the 5th foul. I think it is, isn't it? No, it's the 4th. I take that back. We're kind of blocked from the one part of the scoreboard that shows the team fouls. Inbound play coming here. Here's Lawson over the timeline. He's fouled again on Knoll. That's his 4th. And now we will have not a 1-and-1, but a 2-shot foul. There is no 1-and-1s anymore in high school basketball. So Lawson to the line here. Has 7 points on the night, averages 8.5 a ball game. He'll have the 2-shot opportunity, and the first free throw swerves in and out. One more here.
He's 1 for 5 from the free throw line.
All right. Neither team has done themselves a favor there tonight. Second toss is good. Lawson with 8. 46-38. The lead is 8. Here's Peterson, 3-ball. Rebound taken down by Reinhardt, and he's grabbed and fouled by either Finley or Snook.
I'm not sure you have to foul right now.
I think that called it on Finley. So Reinhardt to the line here to shoot a pair. 39 seconds even to go.
He's had a quiet game. He's got 2 points on the night.
He has not really even tried to shoot the ball much in this game. And then he misses the free throw. We've said it before. I think both of these teams look like they're pretty tired right now. A lot of games of late. By the way, that was Finley's 3rd foul. Second toss by Reinhardt is good. 47-38, 9-point lead. 3-ball in the air by Snook. He buries it. Another quick timeout by Coach Cooper and the Pirates. Back within 6, 2-possession ball game, 32.3 seconds remaining. Want to thank John Spencer and Brandon LaChance back at the WLPO studios for all their help during this ball game.
I said they probably not foul, but then again, I guess when you look the way Princeton's been shooting free throws, that's probably their best offense. If your best defense is foul them.
Yeah, at this point in time, the only one with any foul difficulty for Ottawa is Knoll now, who just picked up 2 in a row, and he has 4. Princeton, on the other hand, can burn some fouls.
Yeah, they
only have 1 team foul here in the final period.
But if you're Princeton, you don't need to stop the clock, keep the clock running.
But if you're going to give up a 3 or if you're going to give up a wide open look someplace, so you might be able to grab somebody beforehand. So Princeton will have the basketball on the throw-in, length of the court away from their attacking end. They can run the baseline because it was after a made basket, so it's not a stationary throw-in. Driscoll will handle it for Princeton. Still looking, finally gets it inbounds to Reinhardt. He's double-teamed. He's still trapped. Nearly lost it right there, and a timeout taken by Princeton.
Yeah, Reinhardt didn't do a bad job, but he's got to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah.
And he's looking back to the ball instead of looking down.
Yeah,
down
exactly.
was wide open.
Yeah. Ottawa is committing everybody to the press up front. So if Princeton beats the pressure and gets it down, it'll be if Laporte's down there, he'll be wondering if he wants to reverse slam it or do a windmill.
You sound like you've done that before.
I've seen windmills before. I saw them in a movie once, I think.
Somebody told me the only thing you can dunk's your donut. I don't know.
my good friend Sancho Panza saw the windmills. That's a reference to Man of La Mancha for you non-musical folks. Now, quick inbound pass, and Lawson is fouled immediately with 27 seconds.
That's a real good foul if you're Ottawa.
Lawson is struggled from the line. Was he like 2 out of 6 or something like that?
He's 2 out of 6. But as we say that, he'll bury these 2.
It's the reverse curse of the announcer. Free throw by Lawson is, as we said, perfect. 48-41 Tigers. 27 seconds even to go. One more coming here. And Court Lawson buries a pair. He's in double figures now with 10, I believe. Yep. So 3 Pirates in double figures. Shot from the outside. No good by Snook. Rebound by Laporte. He's hammered and
Knowles
go to the other end. And Knowles just fouled out of the game with 18.8 seconds to go. It's not going to matter now.
No, I don't know why.
8-point Princeton lead. Knowles fouls out with 11 to be one of 2 double-figure scorers for Princeton, for Ottawa in this one. Snook also in double figures with 10. Free throw by Laporte crawls in. He has 23. So 2 in double figures for Ottawa, 3 in double figures for Princeton in this game.
A big line change by both teams.
Yep, that'll do it. Laporte will come out, I'm sure, after if he makes this free throw. Noah Baker, 34. Number 30 is Sean Maynard in for Princeton. Back in comes Landon Koenig as well. Michael Ellis, number 42, in. Second free throw by Laporte, no good. Ellis fights for the rebound and runs out of room, and he'll go back to Ottawa here.
I'm sure Laporte will come out now. Nope, I guess not.
They didn't have anybody to the scorer's table for him, so he's going to stay out there. So Ottawa's got the ball down 9, clock ticking down. To the outside to Dietrich, number 20. Long shot for 3, rimming no by A.J. Phelan. I guess that didn't even get any rim on that one. Also, Declan Gage, number 24, is in there. 25 is Lucas Getz for the Ottawa Pirates. That'll do it. Final score from the home of the Princeton Tigers. Kind of a herky-jerky ball game, but Princeton able to put it together in the second half and win it by a final score of 50-41. 50-41. The lead, the final score in this ball game after Ottawa led it at halftime. 22-21 was the score at halftime. So nice comeback win for the Pirates as they simmered things down in the second half to win this ball game. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have Pat's look at the final numbers. We'll have a players of the game named as well after this timeout.
Hard to believe, but it happens every day, right here in the Illinois Valley. People use checking accounts that don't pay them a dime of interest. Even worse, they pay fees just to use their own money. Illinois Valley Credit Union has a better way. Members of IVCU enjoy high-yield checking, paying 3% interest with no monthly fees or minimum balance. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IVCU member and open your own high-yield checking account. Visit IVCU.com or in person in Brewer or Princeton today to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Coolmaster, the area's leading home improvement company for more than 60 years, wants to help you with your remodeling project. Reduce your energy consumption year-round with Coolmaster's selection of high-quality, Energy Star-rated windows and doors. Coolmaster also provides high-quality siding, soffit, glass showers, and 3-season rooms. Call 223-8972 for a free estimate or visit the Coolmaster showroom on 2nd Street in downtown LaSalle. Coolmaster, the Illinois Valley's leader in window and door replacement.
Listen on FM 1039, AM 1220 with the free WLPO app, or ask your smart speaker to play 1039 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
back at Princeton High School, where the fans are kind of filing out now after a rock'em sock'em ball game won by Princeton this afternoon, but not this afternoon, but this evening. 50-41, the final score after Ottawa led it 22-21 on a half-court shot at the buzzer in the end of the first half. But Princeton put that behind them and outscores Ottawa by 10 in the second half to win it by 9. Ottawa goes to 10-12 on the season. Princeton evens up their season mark at 12-12. So now it's time for our player of the game, brought to us by First State Bank, locally owned, committed to exceptional service and banking products like Zelle on-the-go mobile banking. To learn more, contact the winning team at First State Bank, member FDIC. And after going through the records here, Pat, it's kind of a two-pronged thing for Princeton in this ball game. You have to give the player of the game to Noah Laporte, but a strong honorable mention goes to Evan Driscoll, who really helped them in the second half.
Yeah, he gave him a lot of energy in the second half and hit a big three and a couple twos. He ended up with 10 points tonight. But I thought another kid who had a decent game was Lawson.
Lawson did have a good game. He was in double figures and probably had a handful of assists as well in the ball game. But you have to look at Laporte, too. He had 23 points. He probably had 4 or 5 assists, and I'm sure he was in double figures with rebounds.
And a lot of those assists were to Lawson. If you remember, he got the high post, and Lawson went back door, and they got him like 2 or 3 times. So
exactly. And our player of the game for the Ottawa Pirates this evening, Cooper Knoll, who still struggled, but was in double figures, the leading scorer for the Pirates in this ball game. Knoll ended up with 11 and fouled out with about 18 seconds to go in the contest. Ball game, though, won by Princeton this evening, 50-41 over Ottawa. We're back to the home of the Pirates, home of the Tigers, rather, after this timeout.
Why have thousands of homeowners come to SITK since 1989 for their kitchen and bath projects? It's pretty simple. Talented design help, great showroom ideas, and competitive pricing. When you visit the SITK Design Showroom, you'll see amazing displays where you can touch the real thing, coordinate materials, and select the perfect design for your kitchen or bath.
Why don't you stop in and see us, and let's imagine together at Someone's in the Kitchen.
SITK Kitchen and Bath in Princeton.
It's time to tax like a champ with help from your local pros at H&R Block. Block guarantees 100% accuracy and your max refund or your money back. Plus, you'll always know the price of your tax prep before you begin. Walk in or make an appointment at hrblock.com to see for yourself why it's better with Block. H&R Block in Peru, Ottawa, Princeton, Streator, or Mendota, or go to hrblock.com now. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Hey there, Princeton Tiger fans. If you're in search of the absolute best meats in the area, look no further than Wyanett Meat Locker. Not only do they proudly support Princeton Tiger basketball, but they also offer a mouth-watering selection of steak boxes, roasts, pork chops, sausage, chicken, and more. And here's the kicker, they even have specialty sausage and cheese boxes, perfect for hosting the big game. Wyanett Meat Locker is your go-to spot for top-quality, flavorful meats. Swing by their full-service meat counter or check out WyanetteLocker.com for more information. Go Tigers!
Are you tired of asking mom and dad for money? Well, so are they. McDonald's in Spring Valley, Princeton, and Mendota have immediate openings for both full and part-time positions on all shifts. Plus, with archways to opportunity, McDonald's can help you succeed by earning your high school diploma, working toward college, or improving your English skills. Apply in person at the Spring Valley McDonald's on Route 6 in front of Hall High School, the Princeton McDonald's on North Main just off I-80, or the Mendota McDonald's. And be sure to try one of their new crispy chicken sandwiches. Locally owned and operated, McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer.
Start your day with Rod and Tom, then get updates throughout the day on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Well, the fans have pretty much filed out now, and it's another win for the homestanding Princeton Tigers, 50-41 over Ottawa. And here we look at the final numbers as Pat Cinotte.
Princeton moves the record to 12-12. Ottawa drops down to 10-12. Final score: Princeton 50, Ottawa 41. At the end of the first quarter, Princeton had a 7-6 lead, and then in the second half, Ottawa took over. And at halftime, it was Ottawa 22, Princeton 21. In the second half, Princeton outscored Ottawa 29-19 for a final score: Princeton 50, Ottawa 41. Princeton on the hand was 15 for 30 from twos. They were 2 for 8 from threes. They were 10 for 20 from the free throw line with a total of 8 turnovers. Leading scorer was Laporte with 23. Driscoll and Lawson both had 10. For Ottawa, they were 13 for 28 from twos, 4 for 16 from threes. They had 10 turnovers. They were 5 for 10 from the free throw line. They had 2 people in double figures, Knoll and Snook. Knoll had 11 and Snook had 10.
That's the story from the home of the Princeton Tigers. Good ball game. Ottawa hung in there as long as they could. Princeton has kind of wore them down in the second half for that 9-point victory. Thanks to Mike Sabatini and the camera work this evening. And for Pat Cinotte, I'm Rick Sipovic saying so long from Prouty Gym in Princeton.